Hey guys, welcome back once again. This is the third part of my long video. Before I get into it, it's just a bit of Aussie news. Annoying article that I have to talk to you about, and a couple other cool things. But first, before I get into it, I just wanted to show this. This is to do with the first part of it that I did about all the marijuana and stuff. I've got this. American Medical Association, Department of Environmental Health. Mr. R. Poulton, New South Wales in Australia. Dear Mr. Poulton, in acknowledgement of your letter of May 10, 1965, to the Secretary of the American Medical Association, I am attaching a copy of the AMA policy statement, Fluoridation of Public Water Supply. Oh, sorry, this has to do with marijuana. My bad. Sorry, if this is fluoride. Anyways, important still. I'm going to still read. Sorry. You will notice that this association endorses the principles of fluoridation of public water supplies to reduce the incidence of dental caries. It does not become involved in endorsement or fluoridation of water supplies of specific cities. The American Medical Association, this is the part that's highlighted, is not prepared to state that no harm will be done to any person by water fluoridation. The American Medical Association has not carried out any research work, either long-term or short-term, regarding the possibility of any side effects. Sincerely yours, Joseph Flanagan, Assistant Director, Department of Environmental Health, May 13th, 1965. And they've been putting fluoride in our water ever since. Get some research done on fluoride. I'll have to do a video on some fluoride information for you guys. It's just ridiculous. My bad. Alright. Joint Strike Fighters, ABC. Government to spend $12 billion on 58 more next generation F-35's. Good. Yeah, a bit of Australian news. Woo. Yeah, cockpit. Lol. Screw that guy. I don't really like him. Australia will buy 58 more F-35 Joint Strike Fighters at a cost of more than $12 billion after the federal government gave the go-ahead for the purchase yesterday. The extra aircraft will bring Australia's total Joint Strike Force to 72 aircraft, which the first of them to enter service in 2020. The $12.4 billion price tag makes the Joint Strike Fighters Australia's most expensive defence asset. The government says it will also consider the option of buying another squadron of the next generation fighter jets to eventually replace the RAAF's FA-18 Super Hornet. Good, they're going to buy some more. They're doing cuts on important people in society, and they want to spend $12.4 billion on some jets. Stupid. And then get this. Newman government's plan to reduce Queensland debt has a $28 billion black hole, says Labor. A new website launched by Treasurer Tim Nichols claims that just over a third of the state's $80 billion debt would be wiped if the private sector funds infrastructure upgrades for Powerlink, Ergon, and Energex in return for a slice of equity. Shadow Treasurer Curtis Pitt says the plan will result in future savings, but it won't result in a $28 billion chunk of cash to retire debt. Clearly, that course of action does not lead to the reduction in debt in Queensland, he said. If this is deliberate, it's very concerning. If not, it's simply incompetent. This website is fatally flawed, it is misleading, and must be removed immediately. The government is spending $6 million on advertising and information campaign as it battles unions over its proposal to offload up to $32 billion worth of assets. Its new interactive website gives Queenslanders the opportunity to give feedback on how to wipe up to $30 billion worth of debt. It suggests Gladstone and Townsville ports and the Mount Isa rail line could fetch $1.69 billion, and the sale of electricity generators CS Energy in Stanwell and Ergon's retail business will raise $3 billion. I may as well read the rest. I've already gone this far. The Electrical Trades Union has challenged the Treasurer to debate asset sales with Professor John Quiggin, who penned a report in February warning that power bills could rise. Is if assets are sold. Here's a chance for you to come out from behind your PR miners and have a debate with someone who has put forward a legitimate, well-researched alternative view, ETU state organizer Stuart Trail told Mr. Nichols. Comment has been sought from the Treasurer. $28 billion black hole in it, hey? Newman government's plan, hey? Man. What is this? Go away. Examiner. Witnesses testify. Eyewitnesses confirm that Pope Francis raped and killed children. This is the one I don't really like talking about, but it really needs to be read. April 17th. This article was based on today's exclusive interview with Kevin Annett of the International Tribunal into Crimes of Church and State on this week's litigation in the Brussels Common Law Court of Justice. 5 judges and 27 jury members from 6 countries, including the USA, considered evidence on over 50,000 missing Canadian, US, Argentine, and European children who are suspected victims of an international child sacrificial cult referred to as the Ninth Circle. 2 adolescent women claim that Pope Francis raped them while participating in child sacrifices. Eyewitnesses confirmed the allegations according to evidence presented this week at a Brussels Common Law Court of Justice. The Ninth Circle satanic child sacrifice rituals were said to take place during the springs of 2009 and 2010 in rural Holland and Belgium. Pope Francis was also a perpetrator in satanic child sacrifice rites while acting as an Argentine priest and bishop, according to the records obtained from the Vatican archives. A prominent Vatican official and former Vatican Curia employee obtained the sealed documents for use by the court. This was not the first time satanic activities were suspected to be at the Vatican, according to this ABC News story. Another witness was set to testify that they were present during Pope Francis' meeting with the military junta during Argentina's 1970s dirty war. According to the witnesses, Pope Francis helped traffic children of missing political prisoners into an international child exploitation ring run by an office at the Vatican. Evidence of the Catholic Jesuit order document called the Magisterial Privilege was presented in court by the chief prosecutor. The record dated December 25th, 1967 was said to show that every new pope was required to participate in Ninth Circle satanic ritual sacrifices of newborn children, including drinking their blood. Documents from Vatican secret archives presented to court clearly indicate that for centuries the Jesuits had a premeditated plan to ritually murder kidnapped newborn babies and then consume their blood, the chief prosecutor told the 5 international judges and 27 jury members. The plan was born of a twisted notion to derive spiritual power from the lifeblood of the innocent, thereby assuring political stability of the papacy in Rome. These acts were not only genocidal but systemic and institutionalized in nature. Since at least 1773, they appear to have been performed by the Roman Catholic Church, Jesuits, and every pope. Oh, it is just walking, disgusting sin. And don't forget, there was reported articles that a police head state commissioner or something, or a sergeant, I believe he might have been, even a colonel, I'm not too sure, issued arrest warrants to the Prime Minister of Ukraine, Pope Francis, and Queen Elizabeth for being people associated and having evidence proven that they are a part of this ninth circle satanic ugh. So it's not just the Pope, it's the Queen of England, and apparently they took evidence to court for that too. So I don't know, man. It's disgusting. This is pretty cool. Scientists speechless at what they find beneath Egypt, one of the most controversial mysteries ever solved. Check this out. It's great. For many generations, it has been questioned and debated. Many long hours and much time has been spent poring over the evidence, yet with no clear answers and no hard proof. However, today more evidence keeps piling up that proves the ancients did have technology far beyond what we can even begin to imagine. Brian Forrester takes you down the dark tunnels beneath the pyramids and inside places you have only seen in your imagination. So watch that. But now he goes even further and takes you beneath Egypt, where mysterious 100-ton stone boxes were discovered. Some people believe they were used for burial purposes, but Brian clearly shows us how they were used for ancient high technology. Is it possible that the technology of the ancients was so advanced it goes above and beyond ours today? Absolutely. This is actually interesting. I actually like this Bible verse here. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So it's just kind of like a repetition, going around in circles. They've already had major awesome technology back then, and then we went down. And now we're slowly discovering, or relearning, as I should say. I believe in reincarnation as well, so relearning all those things. And it's nothing the same, nothing different. It's just repetition. But just check some of these out. Oh, actually, sorry, I'll read a little bit more of this. Where we believe we have gone forward and advanced throughout history, is it possible we are actually far behind, and that someone else a long time ago knew all the secrets we have yet to uncover? I can honestly say yes. Even I would too. The fallen angels had the knowledge handed down to them by God, and they taught their children, the Nephilim, and all of humanity the secrets of technology they had acquired. The fallen angels, the Nephilim, the Anunnaki, the reptilians. Go look all that stuff up if you want to know some more about that. Honestly, just go look at it. Look at all ancient cultures in the world. What are the one big thing they have in common? Dragons and reptilian humanoids coming down from the sky. Go look at them. Just look up ancient cultures with reptilians. Go look it up. There's a lot of them. Even Australia has it. The Aboriginals, they believe in lizard people living in the ground. A lot of places around the world. They're huge, man. Some other videos down here. That looks pretty cool. Yeah. Have a look at that one. Why does it do that? Then this one, just to end it off, this one's pretty cool. I fucking love science. Coming soon, a telescope large enough to spot alien life, April 21st, 2014. That's pretty cool. Big changes are coming to Cerro Amazones, a remote mountain in Chile. Construction is about to begin for an area that will house the largest telescope ever constructed on Earth. The European Extremely Large Telescope, EELT. Yes, the name is sort of hilarious, but it's not lying either. The EELT is going to be 10 times larger than any other surface telescope and sensitive enough to be able to spot life outside our solar system. Well, just look at the photo. Look how big it is. Look, they're cars. Right there. That's a car. Look how huge that is. In order to prep the site for construction of a telescope, about 80 feet or 24 meters of dirt and rock is going to be blasted off the top in order to create a large plateau. The telescope itself will be, wait for it, extremely large. The main mirror will be 39 meters in diameter, which is far too large to be installed in one piece. It will use nearly 800 mirror segments that are each 1.4 meters in diameter. Each piece will have to be installed with incredible precision, as even microscopic variations can alter the images. Using mirror segments will also allow them to be mass-produced, which keeps the telescope's budget low. Wow. You guys can have a look about more of that stuff, but wow, just, like, okay, they're going to be able to see other planets and maybe other life forms on those planets, like humanoids like us. I believe in aliens, so I believe they'll find something. But the question is are they going to show us, or when are they going to show us? Disclosure is coming. Whether it takes the aliens flying around the skies or them actually coming out and saying it. A lot of them, well, there is a lot of people that have actually come out. Even Snowden. And who else is it? I think it was Chelsea Manning. Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure. It might be someone else. Brought out evidence to prove that grey aliens and the tall whites have infiltrated. Sorry, not infiltrated. They grouped up with the shadow government in 1945. Apparently, they have solid proof proving that topic. So, yeah. Jeez. Anyways, either way, I love space, so I'd like to see some mad photos of just like deep space, like far beyond our solar system, like stuff we've never even seen properly, or there's heaps of stuff out there, and I believe the universe is infinite. So is the universal consciousness that I call my prime creator, but Christians would call that God. The universal consciousness, which literally, in my belief, is the universe. Everything that is living in the universe is the consciousness, the universal consciousness, which is the universe, which is ever expanding. It never ends. It just keeps going. It just keeps going. It's awesome. That's my belief. You don't have to believe that, but that's just how I see it. But it'd be cool to see some stuff out in the universe. Absolutely awesome. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the end of my bit of videos. I'll grab some more links, put another one up in a couple of days or something. See you then, guys.